here's our nervous system reset, recharge. You'll be getting down on the ground. That's pretty nice to begin with. I'm going to walk you through the exercises pretty consistently and then just chat you up with ideas that you can use for them. So if you're using the video, awesome, good for you. Here we are again. So when you're ready, I would like you to bend your knees, and then let your knees go wide and sit back into child's pose. This is an excellent exercise to use pretty much all the time. Anytime, let's say you're in a bigger exercise group and you need to rest and catch your breath, this is a good position to be in. It's also relaxing on the spinal column, and it allows the body to go inward, which can rejuvenate your nervous system. Take a few breaths here, really opening up your lungs, feeling the shape of your rib cage, and exhale, let your head rest and relax. 2 more times, breathing in to the sides of your rib cage and through the length of your arms, and exhale, engaging your waistline, pulling your navel into your spine. 1 more time, beautiful breath inward. And an exhale. Well done. Coming up onto your hands and knees. Keep your hands just underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips and hinge back. I call these the knee bends. I'm sure you remember them if you've been in my studio. Very simple. You could even put a towel underneath your tibial plateau if you chose. That'll give you a little even more of a change in your knee joint itself. I usually do a ridiculous amount of these, as I've said before. And you can change the shape of your spine as you go. So you can arc, you can go off to the side. Just be gentle and kind. And you're just pumping your body and all your joints and all your lymph nodes. From here, bring your right knee forward and in between your hands. And then bring your lower foot across and then lay down onto your leg. This is pigeon. I like to oscillate in pigeon where you rock a little bit left and right with your hips. I'm sure you can see that in the monitor. It's gentle and it's kind. Again, you're going at a pace that works for you, breathing in nice and deep. Maybe wiggling some other pieces like your neck or your shoulders. And if you choose, take that back leg and curl it under and lengthen it to straight. And then rock your foot back and forth. This is a nice simple way to just move your body. We're taking our hips into a deep, deep stretch, a gentle stretch. That also lets stress out of your body. Then lift up and inhale. Come to seated, bringing your legs out in front of you. And then as you're ready to go into the next pigeon, you could do it just like this by bringing the left knee bent and then rolling over onto it and lowering down. If that didn't work for you, you'd be on all fours, bringing your knee into your chest, and then bringing the foot across and lowering down. Oscillating once again, left and right. If you see me adjusting, it's just so that I can see that I'm in the screen and the monitor. Take your time with this. We're not interested in hurting any joints or your knees. You can relax your head and neck. And with the exploration of your breath, you might be able to feel into different pockets and corners. Get to know yourself better. Nice. Curl your toes in the back underneath you and straighten that leg, and then you can rock forward and back. That's such a nice stretch for the front of the back leg, and it's a deeper stretch for the hip. Again, when we stretch out the hips and let them change their position, it decompresses them and relieves structural stress and possibly more. Inhale and lift yourself up. That's it. And again, roll over to sit onto your back or your bottom end. When you're ready, you're going to come to a position where you're lying on your back with your knees bent. You're going to take your right foot and bring it over your left knee. If this is good for you, this is where you can stop for this stretch by gently pressing into the right knee. If you'd like a little bit more of a stretch, I'll show you. I'd like you to bring your hands through your legs, one on each side, and then you're going to interlace your hands and then lie back. This alone could be enough of a stretch, even with the gentle pressure of your right elbow into your left leg. If you're continuing onward in the stretch, no matter where you are, you're breathing, extend your left leg upwards, and there you go, you have another phase of this stretch. Checking in with the breath, I can hear that I'm not breathing very fully. Once we have a little of that stability and the nervous system's relaxed a little bit, maybe rock left and right. Just breathing, letting the interlacing of your fingers hold your thigh there, letting the gentle coaxing of your shoulders backwards help give you a stretch. Then you can bend that knee, and if you like, from here you pull onto the front of the shin and maybe pull in even a little deeper. So my hands are on top of my shin of the left leg, interlaced, while my right leg is turned out, the ankle beyond the left leg. And then relax. Okay, rock back and forth if you so choose. And then again, we're going to do a nice crossing of the left foot over the right knee. That's good enough. You can just press into the knee, breathing deeply. And then you can lift the leg up, take the hands and interlace them through the leg and hold on to there. That's also a nice stretch. Pressing your left arm into your left knee, taking some nice deep breaths. Then inhale, take the right leg up if you like. Also, again, you can pause here and stay here. Either way you're breathing. And then eventually taking it into a nice rocking action. I consider this soothing, and it also creates some releases in the body as a whole. If that relaxes the body, it's going to relax the nervous system. Okay, then bend that knee, take your hands and try to get onto the front of your shin and hold your shin. If you need to see it from a different angle or you've gotten tired of the angle you were watching, it looks like this. There you go. And then lie back. I really like this because it takes you just that much more of a step into the left hip. And then you can choose what you want to accentuate as long as you feel that you're not causing self-harm. And then relax the legs and let them rock back and forth. From here, gently roll to one side and bring yourself up onto your shins or your knees. If you need to sit on something like a block, for example, like this, you can always place it between your legs in a narrow or a wide position and sit back. Just in this nice seat place, I want you to sit and be comfortable, and then we're going to do what's called the yes-no rainbow. So you'll dip your chin towards your chest, and then you'll lift your head up till you're again on the horizon. You can choose to lift your face further, and that's in the yes continuum. But as you look up, I want you to look at your nose to lift yourself up. Then back onto the horizon, eyes normal, and then look down towards your chest, anywhere that you choose. Back and forth, but every head tilt back, your eyes are looking towards your nose. This just supports the back of your head weight by firing some muscles in your ocular system to help support that weight properly. Gently. One more time with our yes. Breathing. And then our nose. We'll gaze across the room to the right and then rotate the head to the left. Yes, they're simple, which is even more of a reason to do them. We don't need much thought to that. But what we're allowing to have happen is that your nervous system that exits your head and down through your spinal column has an opportunity to loosen itself. Nothing major, nothing too fast or slow. And then relax. Making a yawn. Look down into your right armpit, and then look gently up over the horizon, and then down into your left armpit. This is the rainbow, so this is the rainbow portion of the yes-no rainbow. Again, not hyper complex, but very useful. Stretches and changes a lot of the muscles around the head and neck area, and allows for nice gliding with your bones of the neck and the vertebra. Alrighty. Make any adjustments to that you need. And then if you can, please come sitting here till your feet are in this position together. And then take some time with your hands to just compress on your toes, individually or as a group, however suits you. You can circle them back and forth in any direction or randomly. If this is uncomfortable for your back, you can always do it one at a time. And you can sit up on props like this, or a blanket, or a pillow, a couch even. Okay, we're just massaging the feet, softening them. Again, this definitely recharges your nervous system. It's giving your brain some information about what's going on down in your feet. And you're affecting a change instantly. Some of the tension we hold in our feet can show up in our spinal column and vice versa. So this is a nice gentle way to speak to the rest of your body. And I always am surprised that I had no idea that was going on. And who doesn't love a foot rub? Usually doesn't tickle when you do it for yourself. Okay, so here we go. We're going to have a seat back again, so you're kneeling. I like this position because you can sit back and clear out your sit bones right onto your heels. But again, you can use a block or some other support system like a pillow. You can even sit in a chair, which is fine with me. From here, we're going to do some hand stretches. So bring your hands out onto the horizon, pull your shoulders back so that you're shoulder width apart, and then open your hands as wide as you can. Take them to a flat horizon again, and then make a fist, and then draw your hands down. Again, open back up again, flatten, make a fist, and then draw your hands down. Repeating, opening, and then down. And again. As you continue, straighten your elbows. You see me trying to straighten with the monitor, which is near impossible, so I'm having to watch my arms. The monitor is backwards. Now I call this growing flowers or sunshine. Then you're on the horizon and you're making a fist and you're drawing your hands down. A nice profile view to that would be that you'd be opening up your hands flat against some surface, flattening them, making a seed, and then bringing the seed down into the earth. One more time. And down. Good. Relax your arms. Great. Really simple. Just rolling your wrists around like this. You're making circles. Got my arms in tight. Maybe it's a little small puppet, something like that. And then go the other way. You're just circling them. Really simple. Not complicated. Then take your hands into an interlaced piece, letting the knuckles play, and then letting your hands kind of go along in really abrupt waves or long, elongated waves, up to you. Then take them and turn them out so that you're getting a stretch both through the palm, but also maybe with the shoulders and the arms pulling down. And then lift that up as high as you can, even letting your shoulders rise up, getting a nice stretch and then release. You're going to take the same interlace behind you now, and then reach your hands back behind you, rotating them outwards or rotating them inward. Either is good. Either will get you a good stretch. It just depends on your stiffnesses. Release your hands. Shake them out for a moment. Nicely done. Okay, let's move on. We're going to do some nice bends with the knees. So you're going to lie onto your back. Bend your right knee into your chest, and you can pull on it with an interlaced hand and extend your left leg long. There's no hurry for this. We're going to switch your legs. Bring the left in, then you can take your time to extend the right one long. Each one of these transitions is an opportunity to take a huge breath into the fullness of your body. And as you're alternating, it also gives you an opportunity to pull into your navel, and that supports your spinal column. Like I said, we're not in a particular hurry. So a tempo that works for you works for me. I'm going to do about 5 sets of these. You can choose however many suits you. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Enjoying a slow pace. Shoulders gently pulling back. As you well know by now, I always put Pilates on top of everything. So how can I structure myself to give myself a really healthy stretch? Let's say we have one more set for 5 sets. I'm not sure if that's true, but we'll just say that. That's nice. And then both knees come in. Hands on top of your knees. Circle your knees around. That's it. You can see me from another view. Circling the knees around. I'm letting my arms go straight and then I'm pulling them in. It's not a precise move. It's just a nice engaging move. It feels good. And then I'm going to reverse it and go the other way. Once again, breathing in nice and deep, feeling that connection from my body with my breath. And enjoying just the easy meanderings of my movements. There you go. Nicely done. From there, let's take ourselves into a side lying position. So you're lying on your side, you're going to bend your knee into your chest, and then you're going to hold on to that knee, or that ankle I mean, and stretch your leg back. You're going to bring it in, and as you hug that knee into your chest, press your chest towards your knee. And then as you gently take it backwards for a stretch, try to keep your knee in line with your hip. And repeat. We're not looking for a massive stretch, we're just looking for an opportunity to open up the front of your hip. 2 more times. And stretch some really key features that can hold tension in our system. 1 more time. Nicely done. Rock onto your back, spin yourself around in a way that works for you so you can still see your monitor. And then bring yourself into a coddle position. Bend your knee, the top knee into you. And then hold on to the ankle, or maybe use a magic circle or stretch to get this back stretch. We're all different on what we can do on any given day, and what you want to do is accommodate that. If this is the part of the exercise you can do, then do this. If this is the part of the exercise that you'd like to do and can do this. Let's say we have 2 more for roughly 5. And then 1 more. Yummy. Okay, rock onto your back again. At every chance, I'm just giving my brain and my body to know neutral and taking them out of any kind of set position. So as you're ready, roll over onto your side again. Take your bottom hand, or your top hand, and lift yourself up and tuck your left shoulder, your bottom shoulder underneath you. It could be your right, depending on which way you're facing. I think I need to come forward. That should do it. What I was looking for is to make sure I have room back there when I'm about to do the arm slides. That might sound familiar to all of you. So when you're ready, inhale, slide your top arm on the bottom arm across your chest, and then exhale and elongate it out as far as you can across the room. Then inhale and bring it back across your chest, just gliding nice and easy. And then exhale and stretch that top arm forward to the bottom arm. You'll inhale and slide along your body again and extend yourself open. And then inhale and transfer to an exhale as you come forward. Back and forth. Try to keep your knees flush. Let both arms reach and both collarbones try to open. Bringing it back in and across your body, stretch forward. From here, we'll do the circles. Inhale, reach your arm up. You can follow with your eyes, or at least let your face open with where your hand goes. And then bring your arm and your body back forward and stack them on top of each other. Inhale, lifting up. Let the breath flood into you. And then exhale, let it just float away. Get pulled away. Inhale, filling up. And exhale, relaxing into the downward motion of the exhale. Reversing, come down by your bottom hip, turning your palm forward and up. Inhale, rise up. As you come around, your palm will naturally turn back down again. Inhale, keeping the arms safe and the shoulders easy. Lifting up with a nice side body stretch. And then roll over, bringing one hand on top of the other. 1 more. Knees stay together. Breath fills the body. And then exhale. You guessed it, you get to do side B. So finding your way around wherever you are, roll over. Adjust your outfit. Maybe your earrings, I don't know, whatever you got going. Take that top hand, tuck the shoulder underneath so you really get on top of it, and then bend the knees into the chest. Hands are on top of each other, and you're going to do slides. Inhale, sliding the top arm across the body and open it across the room, exhaling. Inhale, slide back, and then exhale, slide forward. Breathing in. If you haven't caught on by now, we're doing 3 of each. Exhale. When you're on your own, you can always do more. Even now, you could do more. Maybe my tempo is slow for you. Inhale. Maybe it's fast. I don't know. And exhale. Breathing back in. And then exhale, stretching across. Line your hands back up for circles. Inhale, reach the arm upward. Rotate open. Exhale, bring it back down. And slide it on top of the other. Inhale, lifting. Around. And then exhale, coming down. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, around. Then we'll reverse, taking the hand down by the hip, rotating the palm upward, inhaling, lift up by the ear, roll over your shoulders, palm comes down on top of the other. Inhaling, around and up, and exhaling. Great breath in as you go, opening up, elongating, and exhaling over. Okay, those are the arm slides. Now we're going to go on to the windshield wiping of the knees. So when you're ready, you're going to lie on your back, take your feet out as wide as you can, and then rock your legs over to one side. Then go over to the other, back and forth, nice and relaxed. You can let your head and ribs and body follow you in any way you like. You can also reach an opposite arm up. So if you're stretching to the left, it would be your right arm up. And if you're stretching to the right, it would be your left arm up. These are yummy stretches. Really letting you loosen the entire containment of your body. And by doing that, it allows your nervous system more space to roam freely. There you go. Last side. Wonderful. Then rock your pelvis and relax. I'd like to do this last one. You'll need a block. Even a very firm pillow would work, just in case you don't have one. A thick book would also work, as long as it's not going to slide around on you in terms of changing shape. So you're bringing yourself back onto your back. If you do not have a block, you could also use a wall for the same exercise, and I'll certainly try to show you that here. So you're going to take this block and you're going to lift your pelvis up into a bridge and slide the block underneath your pelvis. From there, and hold on for those of you that are using the wall, from there, bring your knees into your chest and extend your legs straight upwards. This is it. This is as exciting as this exercise gets. So hang on there. If you're prone to liking straps, now would be a great time to put one over your feet. It'll hold your legs for you. If you do not have a block and or a strap, one nice thing is to come up against a wall as close as you can, hugging the wall, and then lie back and sweep your legs up. By doing that, you're in essentially the same position, and you're getting to use the wall to relax against. Now, if you're really feeling fancy, and I can't help myself, I have to show you all of your options. While you're laying against that wall, you could also get an inversion just a little bit more by using the wall to lift upwards and placing the block into play. So there you go, a lot of options for a very similar exercise where you're just bringing your legs up to the ceiling. This one in particular is great because it supports everything, and you're letting all the liquid in your body reverse course and come up through you without your heart having to pump for it. It's a nice position. It changes the chemistry in your body, which is like changing the tides, if you will, and allows your nervous system a new rhythm, and it can find replenishment in that new rhythm. Okay, so if you'd like to stay in this position longer, don't hesitate. But for those of you that prefer Shavasana or know of Shavasana, that's what would be next. I'm going to lower out by walking my feet down and rolling my pelvis up to take the block out if I was against the wall. And then I would tumble gently away from the wall. If I'm on the block, alone, and just doing that, and my legs are in this position, if I had a strap, I would be taking the strap off. I'd be using my core to lower the feet to the floor so that you can get back into bridge position, and then lifting the pelvis up to remove the block and rolling down. So like I said, you could have stayed in that position and you can still stay in it longer, so reset yourself up if you prefer. And then Shavasana, I'm going to leave you to it so that I don't extend the video timing too much. But you're just lying out in a very relaxed position. The legs are apart, the feet are open, the hands are open. If you want blankets, you get them. If you want soft, soothing music, get it. If you want something to cover your eyes, get it. This particular pose is just about being still. Now, if you have any fidgeting tendencies, I can't imagine, it'll take you a little bit to get into the position. But once you find yourself there, do a nice body inventory where you breathe into your mind, if you will. And as you exhale, you can feel the flow of air through your system. And by doing that, you can start up in your head and work your way through your body to your feet. And at some point, you're probably going to relax so completely you may feel as if you've fallen asleep or you've entered into a new state. That new state is just a nice replenishment place where your body can completely relax in and of itself, and it supports your nervous system. So give it a try, see how it goes. We've been working out for about 25 minutes. So if that's said, that you'd probably be doing a 2-minute, a 3-minute Shavasana. Any longer, for example, and you start adding minutes. So if you worked out for an hour, a 5-minute Shavasana is really nice. A 10-minute Shavasana would be great. An hour and longer, a 10-minute Shavasana for sure, and longer if you choose. Up to you, truly. Okay, so there you were. That was quite the Shavasana. I'll be quiet after I turn off the video, but you know what to do, and you've reset or recharged your nervous system, softened it essentially. So I hope that worked for you. Definitely worked for me. It made me relax. So here you go. Oops, wrong one. Thank you.